Hi everybody, welcome back to Jenkins Boat Works. I am Chuck Jenkins, and in this episode we're going to work on fairing the keel. If you watched the video from 2 weeks ago when we did the first sea trial, you'll know that at the end of it we had developed some water inside the boat and had a little leak. And I'm still not exactly sure where that's coming from. If there was some good news in it, we trailered home the 45 to 50 minutes that it is, unloaded the boat off of the trailer here into the shop, and got it blocked up, and it was still holding water. And even after several hours late in the evening that night, we finally took the shop back and sucked the water out of the bilge. You probably got, I'm going to say, somewhere in the neighborhood of 7 or 8 gallons out. One of the things that tells me is that since it didn't all leak back out, I brought a mop up here to the shop fully expecting to have to get the water off the floor, and there was almost none. So there's a strong possibility that the wood swelled up just enough to stop it. And that's actually really good news because the boat wasn't in the water very long. We're only talking about maybe 6, 7 hours total that the water was in there. So anyway, since that time, I've been sort of losing my mind because it was a little disheartening. I've been losing my mind a little bit trying to figure out, okay, where in the world is this water getting in at? And the fact of the matter is we sort of rushed the sea trial. The weather's getting cooler and it's mid-October and I just feel like I'm running out of time, and the bottom was not done. We had not cleaned up the lead, we had not faired the deadwood or the forefoot or anything to take on the kind of shape that ultimately we want, as well as making sure that it was all sealed up pretty tight. I don't think that we've got a leak inside the centerboard trunk. However, I did notice about a 2-inch square gap up inside the slot of the lead to where it mates up with the centerboard trunk. But in the back section of it, part of that transition includes the deadwood. And where the deadwood is, there's a space about this big, square, where the deadwood just doesn't come forward far enough to meet up with the end of the centerboard trunk post and the slot in the lead. The lead slot and the centerboard trunk are great. Those are even, but then there's like this little shape indented in there. Well, if you can look at it sideways, you come up from the lead, straight up in the centerboard trunk, back in the deadwood, up like that, back over to the post of the trunk, and then up. Well, it's that little area there that's very possibly where our water's getting in. I do a little bit of video in this episode that shows where I'm talking about, but I'm laying under the boat, and there's not much light, and it's really hard to see what I'm talking about. We're going to fill that full of either 5200 or thickened epoxy and shove a little block of Douglas fir in there, and that may be all there is to it. But anyway, you get to see how we fair out the keel and get it pretty, and we've got some 5-to-1 total boat epoxy that we just got in from Jamestown Distributors. And so we're going to fair out the entire bottom, and then we'll be able to paint it. And so anyway, let's jump in. So guess where we are now? We're underneath the boat. And that is the centerboard slot. Yep, right there. There's a big hole there. So you're seeing what is the centerboard slot coming up through the lead, and then there's a big hole in there where the deadwood doesn't come all the way up to this back stern post of the centerboard trunk, which is going up like that. And you can see up in the top of the centerboard trunk through the boat. So there's this big hole back here. It's relatively square right there. And I really do think that's my leak problem. I think that's where the water's getting in. So I've cut out a piece of Douglas fir. It's about 2 1/8 inches by 1.5 and about 2 inches deep. And we're gonna fill that full of 5200, and then we're gonna stick that block in there and hopefully seal that up. Yeah, here's this block I cut. This little piece of Douglas fir. It's about right, it may be oversized. This little wedge has got to go in there too, because there's an angle coming down on that deadwood. So I cut that, and then I think it's just, I may need to shave it off just a little bit on the edges, but I think we're gonna be able to put that up in there and really seal that up.
Good morning. I'm all suited up, grinding on this keel. All right, here we go. The trick is not to hit the bottom or hurt yourself. That's enough for now. Go to work. I'll come home and do more tonight. Way better. Way better. Still got to get up there in the front, but
Quite honestly, the deadwood was the hardest part, strangely. The only other trick is you just got to keep from hitting up into the bottom of the boat. So you got a real steady hand when you get up to the oak keel. But I want to get enough exposed wood and roughed up just enough that I got enough for epoxy to bite onto too. So we're going to sand some of that just by hand. And I probably shouldn't even try to get quite as close with the grinder, but it's coming. Oh man. I'll go to my office and work for 8 hours and then come home and do some more.
Dirty work. Got this smoothed out pretty good right here. I'm all good with that. Just coming forward, get this dolphinite off of here.
Really got it shined up, cleaned up. And we're just gonna go through here and put some epoxy in, fair it out, and just make sure that we've got every little tiny thing sealed up. I really don't see a lot of big issues, especially on this side. The other side, a little bit. So anyway, we're gonna stop this leak. More later. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.